Incredible greetings, everyone. It's Wednesday. To be honest, I almost forgot it was Wednesday. Monday threw me completely off. Because I didn't realize it was Wednesday. I would have gone live a whole lot earlier in the morning for our regular Wednesday Q&A. But I did not realize that, or I didn't think about the fact that like it was Wednesday. Mind you, my birthday was yesterday, and I know my birthday is on a Tuesday, but I don't know. Like this morning, it literally did not process the fact that it was Wednesday, and therefore live, my live Q&A and just kind of checking in. We've been really busy here with a lot of the senior stuff, grad stuff, and like with the print shop and just doing that. So I've been super busy with that. Some other things like are in the works, and I just haven't really been able to like be on like I really want to. Dying to get back to teaching classes. So I am hoping that you guys have some questions for me because I am dying to teach something. So if you guys have some questions for me, we can go over some things in Select Studio so I can at least teach that way. I'm going to just set this up and share this out. Guys, while I'm over here sharing, if you did not know, because I wasn't able to go live yesterday, I was swamped on my birthday. Like I worked. When you're an entrepreneur, there's no, taking your birthday off anymore. Sometimes you still have to work. And I definitely had to grind it out and work on it yesterday. So I didn't get to go live and talk about the fact that my Heat are in the NBA Finals. Yes, only the second 8 seed to make it there. So here's to them making it do what it do. But we did have the sale because they won. So we the percentage went up a little bit, and then everything else on the site, except our regular signature ink, because we're actually kind of low on that one. Everything else was on sale on the site for my birthday. That's still going today. So you guys, once we get off, you have until 11:59 p.m. tonight to take advantage of those discounts on the site. So pretty much everything. If it's something that comes up other than like the ink or like bundle packs that doesn't come up, let me know. Because just about everything else was had a some type of discount on it. So yeah, the classes, everything. All right. I am going to share this out. I see your question there. Give me 1 second. I just need to share this, especially to my groups. And I'm going to start to answer some questions. So as you guys come in, just, drop a, hey, how you doing? Let me know who's watching. Feel free to go ahead and start dropping those questions now. Yeah, hey there, creative peeps. All right. Join me live for on the spot help as well as site discounts. All right. Oops. At everyone. Okay, so show a copy and then post. Just got to share this out to my 3 groups, so just bear with me. Share more options, share to a group. Oh man, did I mean to do that? Share more options, share to a group. There we go. Not share to a page. And make sure that you guys also share it out. If you're able to share to groups and things like that, if you're part of groups that don't mind like helpful content and things like that, definitely share it out. All right. So we are all shared out over here. Aw, thank you so much for the birthday love. Oh yeah, it was your birthday yesterday. I told you I was all off yesterday because I had to work. So happy belated birthday. Ooh, happy birthday from Italy. Nice. All right, so let's see. Where are we? Hello, hello. Thank you guys for jumping on. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So the question here was, hello, what do I need to do if one of my colors is not printing? I have an EcoTank 8550. Unfortunately, EcoTanks are the worst when it comes to a color not printing. To be honest, your greatest fix is going to be time. You can do a bunch of print head cleanings and it's just not going, it just backs up, and the print head cleanings don't always work. So you can do them, but then you're going to want to let it sit for 12 to 24 hours. Sometimes it just needs to settle for it to start printing again. Even if you were to do the power cleaning, most times with the power cleaning, it does not immediately start working right then and there. They'll still tell you once you do the power cleaning to let your printer sit for 12 to 24 hours. There is no easy fix for the EcoTank printers. Like that's one of the biggest downsides of it. And one of the reasons why I don't really recommend the EcoTank printers, because you just can't go in there and like push air to like clear air clogs. The lines can back up. Some people will say to print out a bunch of purge files, but if it's an air clog, it doesn't matter how many purge files you print. If it can't push past that air clog, or if the lines are backed up and they're like no ink is flowing, no matter how many purge files you print, it's just not going to work. So print head cleanings can force air. The power cleaning, of course, can, but those also put ink in your waste tank and it's going to fill that up faster. So just be mindful of that. But it's going to be one of the best things is going to be to let it, after you do a bunch of print head cleanings, let it sit for 12 to 24 hours and then revisit it. Okay. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. I made a circle. I wanted to connect the text, but but how do I get the circle to release? Okay, so it depends on what it is that you're trying to do. So we're going to come over here. And so let's say we have a circle, right? And so you say you're trying to connect the text with the circle to release. So are you referring to text to path? So if we go HSINK365.com. All right. So if you are referring to text to path, where you would take this and double click, pull this down to the circle, you would make sure that you are not on the circle. Your cursor needs to be over the text, and then you would just convert to path, and then your circle would go back to a red line, and then this would be like this. So if that's what you're referring to when you say connect the text to it, text to path. Now, if you wanted to put it in the middle or something like that, you would have to do an internal offset for however big you want that to be. Even if you want it to be super, super thin, you have to then make that a compound path. And this technically will have the middle section, like it's not going to fully connect. So what I'm going to do is just put an offset around this. And we're going to connect the offset. So we have this, and then we're just going to fill this in with color. I want you to see the difference, right? So we have the circle, and then we have the outline. So if we hold down shift and select that outline and then weld it together, we're going to send that to the back. Come on. So see, like this is now connected. But if you were to just have a circle and you were to put that in there and weld, it's going to just all go away. So it just really depends on what it is that you're trying to set up. But one of those two examples should answer your question. Thank you so much for dropping those peacocks. Thank you for watching while working. Thank you. Hi, when printing pictures and saving it, what are good settings for PNGs to keep it from being pixelated when printing it for DTF? If the picture was already pixelated when you got it, it's really nothing that you can do. If you are trying to save it from Silhouette Studio, I personally don't really save from Silhouette Studio when it comes to PNG or JPEG for DTF. What I like to do is save it as a PDF file, and then I use Photoshop to then basically save it as a PNG. So I have a video on that. When it comes to Silhouette Studio, in order to get the best resolution on it, you're going to need to take the resolution, or like things like DPI, all the way up, but that is going to change the size of the file. And whoever's printing it, they'll just have to know that they have to, of course, they're going to ask you about shrinking it down, because that PNG file is going to be way too big. So I'll show you what I mean here. So let's just go and make this like that. And even if I make that white, or actually said someone's picture. So let's see, let's go file, open, recent. Okay, wait, let's open that one. I think her picture's cut out on that one. Thank you. Although I have to go to the other Wawas. Lately, my Wawas has not been playing nice when it comes to my coffee. So I'm going to have to go somewhere else for my coffee. Okay, come on now. All right, so copy, paste, and then I can delete that. Incredible afternoon. Thank you so very much. Thank you for the info. That's exactly what happened. I had to replace the maintenance box. Yeah. I'm trying to utilize my message and do more. I've been so intimidated. Oh, you mean your machine, do more. I've been so intimidated. What's the best way to learn everything? Shirts, cups, etc. I'm familiar with vinyl, but not experienced with sublimation and trying to learn. The best way to learn is to continue to follow the professor here over on, whether you're watching on Facebook, on my YouTube channels, honestly speaking. When it comes to the design part of it, it will be more the Silaholics Anonymous. Honestly speaking, we do all of like the demo type tutorials and training. So this is going to be the best place for you to be in order to learn, all of this. And the best advice I can give you is take it one step at a time. There's so much that you can do with any of these machines. I'm actually going to, I decided to make some cupcake toppers utilizing my roll-in, where I printed to adhesive vinyl because it already has the adhesive on it. I'm just going to put it onto cardstock. So I'm going to do that demo and do a bit of that once everything is done printing with that. So there's so much you can do with each one of these. Oh, why is it on here? With each one of these printers and just these machines. So just take it one step at a time. If you try and do everything that you're seeing in these groups, you're going to get completely overwhelmed. Give yourself some grace. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. If you're brand new to this, they may be further along. With all the things that I do, never be intimidated by what you see me do. I've been doing this for 20 some odd years. So there's a lot of experience there. I've had mess ups. When I first started something, it wasn't always perfect. Hell, I mess stuff up now. So definitely don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. Enjoy the journey and just kind of take it one step at a time, because each one of these things is different in how you approach it. I'm actually dealing with that right now. Like, as much as I love, the print shop side, having to switch your brain to complete different things, like create design for different things. It's like, you got to run to this machine, run to that. You have to remember to do this. It's this setting, it's this. It's a lot. So definitely give yourself some grace and just take it one step at a time. Thank you. She says, stalk the professor. She is the best. Thank you so much for that, Miss Dawn. I mean, you guys can post your question, guys. My birthday present is to help you guys. So definitely post your questions. I have been dying to teach something. So definitely post those. All right. So like, let's say something like this, right? The picture is not that great quality to begin with, right? Because I think it was like from a cell phone. So there's really nothing that you can do to change that part. Now, the smaller you make it, you don't, it's not, the pixelation isn't like overly exaggerated. So let's just say we're going to have, all right, we're just going to group this together. All right. If I were to simply save this, right? Let's remove our line color. We're going to go File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive, and we're going to go PNG. We're going to put this on my desktop. May 31st, live demo 1, delete me. We're going to put it as a PNG. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. You're going to get this one. So right here where it says dots per inch, this is not, and I repeat, this is not like Photoshop. And when you're setting it up and you're telling it, okay, I want it to be 300 DPI. And that's just saying, I mean, me trying to explain that I've done it in like classes. It's a bit much, for me to try and do this. I want to try to answer as many questions as possible, but just know that it is not like setting up your 300 DPI in Photoshop. What this is it's actually changing the size. This is really already set up as a 300 DPI setting, like just silhouette in general. So as you're changing this, you're going to end up changing the size of your design. And if your design is like really, really big, you can't even get to 300. Like it's going to max out around like 100 and something DPI, whatever. And if it's smaller, you can actually go way higher. See, this doesn't even go to 300. It actually says 241. And all this is going to do is just change the size. And you can see the pixel size it's going to make it. It's going to make it where it's like a 16 by 28 and 25 by 25, 16, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and hit save. And I'm going to show you a trick that you need to do so that it does size down properly. All right, so that one did that. And now what I'm going to do right now, my design page is set up for 11 by 17. I'm going to grab a box, a rectangle here on this side. We're going to open that up and we're going to make that 11 by 17. Okay. You're then going to center that to page, and we want our line color to be nothing, or you can make it white. Actually, just make it white just to make sure that it, actually, no, we want it to be nothing because that will pick up on the, what's the name? So we're going to make that no color for that part, right? So now we're going to go again, File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive. We're going to go ahead and make that a PNG. We're going to make this May live PNG demo, delete me. We're going to go ahead and hit OK on that. Same thing over here. We're going to go transparent. So I can take it all the way up. So I'm just going to take that one all the way up and we're just going to hit save. So now I'm going to go File, Merge, and I'm going to bring in those two files. So there's that one. Oh, actually, that one came in smaller. So File, Merge, and then we're going to bring in this one. And so, but like actually, they both came in smaller than the original, right? So now, when actually this gave me the whole thing, I didn't even need the box, but in Photoshop, I would need the box. Whoever's doing your DTF prints, once they go to size it, like if they tell you that you're doing like if you're purchasing a DTF file or DTF print is 13 by 19, make sure that your design page is 13 by 19, because then they will be able to lock this in place. And for height, I'm going to go 17. And so my width will automatically become 17. Same thing over here. I'm going to make my height, I'm going to make my width 11, and my height will become 17. So on this one, I did the height, this one, I did the width, and it's going to match up. All right. Now, if I go over to Photoshop, and we're just going to go open, and we're going to go desktop, and I'm going to open up this one, and we're going to go file, open. Oh, wait, I saved them as a PNG, not as a, I was thinking about, so the PNG will actually save the whole thing. I was thinking about PDFs because it'll come in at a different size. So save it as a PNG will be fine. So we're going to just open up this one. We're going to still have all of the extra. Like, let's say if I were to go and print this, I'm going to go file, print. See, it's going to be much bigger than the print. Like, it's not set up for 11 by 17. However, I can resize this to make it 11 by 17. So I'm going to go to, I don't want to do fit to page. We're going to just find the, there's something I hate with this one, trying to find the end. So I'm just going to cancel this one. We're going to go and let's go canvas size, and we're going to make this 11 by 17. Yeah, I know. Why is it coming out all weird? Hold on. Oh, that's kind of weird. Why did it do that? But you can see like it's coming in kind of funky doing it that way. Why are you not? Oh gosh. I don't know why it's not adjusting the size. Okay, let me do this. File, new. I'm going to go 11 by 17. 300. So now let's go to pixels. Okay. So the pixels on this should be 3,300 by 5,100. That is the equivalent of 11 by 17. But when they're doing it, they'll be able to put it in their RIP software. And like when I print it, take it to the Roland, I can tell it, okay, I want this to print 11 by, I can put in the measurements and it will shrink down to like that size. Photoshop and just setting it to silhouettes print setting, I mean, not silhouette, to my Epson's print settings, I would have to go in there, tell it to fit to page, all this other stuff. But I say all that to say that once you save it in Silhouette Studio, it's not going to be the correct size. Whoever's printing it, they're going to have to take it to that particular size, if that makes sense. So let's go, actually, let's go back over here. So we're going to go create. Oh, see, no, it did remove it. All right. I knew I wasn't crazy. So you see here, like in Photoshop, because I didn't have that white box around it, I was like, why is this not coming out correctly? So when I go Control T, it's right to the edge of the HS ink and like her and like their pictures. So now if I go to the PNG one and I go Control T, no, it did the same thing on that one. Let me see, PNG demo, live demo. So yeah, it's breaking it down to where it's right next to it. I'm going to have to go back over here. And like I said before, we're going to go ahead and just make this white and then go file, save as, save to hard drive, PNG, May, PNG 2. And I'm going to come back over here, file, open, PNG 2. Okay, so see the difference in this? Because I put that white border around it, or you can, the other thing that you can do is fill it with white. But then take your transparency down and then make your line color white. It's going to give you the same results. But you can now see the difference when I go Control T. This is showing me the full page. And it's going to be so like they can shrink it down to size and say 11 by 17 or, you know, whatever size the DTF print is. Whereas with these, it's only picking up the transparent pixels. So if someone was to take this and try and say, like, make it where the design page is 11 by 17, it's going to distort it. This is where you would have to let them know exactly like what size just the image was, which in this case, just the image is 7.84 by 16.465. So you can see the difference in that. So it's all about how you set it up. In HSINK Ink Zone, we're going to go over a lot of that when I start to do the videos over on YouTube for how to set your designs up, because this is a pain in the butt for a lot of people. They think that they're setting it up correctly and that they're going to send it to their printer or send it to, like, you know, I just did some banners through Sticker Banners and Banner Buzz. Like, you're thinking that you're going to send it, and then when you get it, your size is off. It's because of how you initially set up the file, especially if you're using Silhouette Studio. All right. So I know that's a lot. More is to come on how to properly set these up, but that's just to give you an idea of why your prints may seem like they're not coming out correctly. This may be a silly question for DTF. Is there a certain machine or do you purchase DTF film and print? So I don't do the hack. I will never answer questions about it. I personally don't do the hack with using Sublimation or even regular ink, because you can use the regular ink printer as well for you know, the DTF, where you're putting the DTF film through your regular printer and then you're putting the powder. You can still only apply that to white cotton shirts. There's no white ink with Sublimation or with regular printing. So that's just a hack. As far as actual DTF, I send mine off, which I actually have to go pick up some prints like right now. I send mine off to be printed from a company that has an actual DTF printer. So there's two different things. People will say it's DTF in the fact that they are printing directly to a film, but it's not the same quality when you're doing it with your Sublimation printer because there is no white. What's the best way to make a square picture fit a circle ornament? There really is no way to make it fit. You're going to lose some part of it. Especially if it's like a landscape type picture, you are going to lose part of that picture. There's no way around it other than filling in your background with a color and just being okay with that color being a part of it. So let's say we're going to go circle here and we're going to pull in a picture. So I talked about this in the fundamentals of designing, like FOD, fundamentals of designing, because we talk about, you know, understanding file sizes and understanding how your design is set up, if it's landscape, portrait, if it's a square, if it's a circle, and you know, what your options are. So if you want to understand that, it is on sale right now. I would highly recommend enrolling in Foundations of Designing, because we go over that in session 1 or 2, something like that. All right, so let's do, okay, so I want to put pictures here. So we're gonna move this one over. This one is a really tall landscape one. And now that's portrait, a long portrait. And let's find one that is more landscaped. I think all of these are like squared, which I can still, okay, so let's pull this picture in, which it might be squared. Okay.
Get out of the car.
Uh-oh. I'm live. Hi, bud.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You had a great day at school? Okay. Mommy's teaching right now, okay? Go in the room with daddy. They didn't going to give you a toy?
No. I do.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you see here, there will be no way for me to get my entire body, like my arms and stuff will somehow get cut off. So I can probably move this, like, I can move. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, oh, something else is there. All right, so I can move this over, but then the edge is going to get cut off. So if I was trying to get more of my hands, if I move this over, I'm just going to make this yellow for now and send it to the back. See, you're going to see that. I can pull this down, but it's going to end up getting cut off. So you have to be okay with part of your image being cut off. You cannot force unless you want it to be distorted, but you cannot force it to fit in there like that. So even with this, like, there's really nothing I can do, because even if I try to pull my hands in, I'm still going to have this open area over here. Now, I will say, though, once you have it cropped down to it, so do we have both? Okay, yeah. So once we have it cropped, now I can go to and like kind of like attempt to like stretch it out, but it's not going to look great. So once again, we're going to come here. We're going to take this circle. And we're just going to shrink her picture down. And let's shrink it down some more. Actually, no, it has to still be bigger than this. So I could get I can get her entire body in this circle, but of course you lose the background. But this has a lot of negative space around it to where you can make this particular picture fit nicely into a circle. Now this one is going to go, to the total like opposite as far as like extreme. Hold on. Total opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to this one, because her picture is portrait and it's really elongated. So there would be no way for me to get this image inside of the circle without distorting it. So I can kind of come in and, let's say we want the majority of her like that. If I go like this and try and get it up there, I'm squishing her image. Even if I bring it in some, she's just going to look kind of funky there. Okay. So something like this, you're just going to have to decide how much of the image you want to actually be visible inside of the circle. So I can either go a little bit, and put it to where her arm, take up as much of the circle with her body. And we're going to go crop. Okay. I can, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And basically what I'm trying to do is more so match the sides. And then however much of her body I can fit in here with the sides being just a little bit. You want the edge of the original picture to be a little bit outside of the circle. And then we're going to crop. So the picture itself is bigger here, but on this one, you get slightly more of her body. It's cut off at her thighs. Here's cut off at her knees. And we actually probably could have made this go and show a little bit more of her body by eliminating the background. So I'm going to just go over to, what's this pattern fill? I'm going to go to pan and I'm just going to push this up. So now I can see a little bit of her boots. But outside of that, there's no way to make that entire image fit inside the circle. Make sense? Oh, you understand better now? No one else asked any questions, so we're gonna go ahead and close out after your response and making sure that you understand how that has to be set up because we don't have any additional questions. What happened to my shoe, Jesus? Because I gotta run to go pick up my DTF prints because I have an order of shirts that's due tomorrow. And I'm trying to go out to dinner tonight. Huh? Yes. Thank you. I'm sorry? I'm trying to. I got to go, unless you want to run a Florida Flex for me so I can still finish this order. Would you like to do that? It's a pickup DTF prints for Miss Yvonne down the street for those Delma shirts. Huh? You want to go pick them up? That way I can finish this order that's printing out now? Okay, that's the only way I'm going to make it out of it. I got to go there, get that, press these, and then finish this. I'm not going to be done. So you want to go to dinner? I need your phone. Go get it. Florida Flex?
We always go?
Yes. The one that's the first. It's not even going to be bad in traffic because that's the first, right after the big curve. It's not even going to be that bad. I order my prints locally. It's a place here called Florida Flexible or Florida Flex. They do ship. The other place that you can get them from, see with them, they don't necessarily do sheets. You have to order by the yard. Although I think now they have an option where you pay $1 per foot, but it's still 22 inches wide. If you want like sheets and things like that, they're also local to me. I have so many great people locally, but there's Love It Customs, and then you have like your big national companies like 613 Originals, FM Expressions, and Stalls Transfer Express. They all sell DTF prints and they have options for sheets. There's no minimum, there's no setup fee or anything like that. So you can definitely check out them as well online. So 613 Originals, FM Expressions, Stalls Transfer Express, Love It Customs, or Florida Flexible. Thank you. All right, so he's going to go pick up my prints. That leaves a small window open. Any other questions? While you guys are, if there's anyone that's going to ask a question while you guys are typing that out, I'm going to just quickly remind you guys that over on the website, in honor of my Miami Heat making it to the NBA Finals, we do have a discount going on right now for, basically Heat win. And of course, every win that we have in the finals, we'll have something for that as well. But also my birthday. So is there anything in the cart? I don't think so. So 8.5 by 14, 8.5 by 14, 11 by 17 have the bigger discounts as far as paper goes. I think it's like, is it 25 or 30%? It might be 30%. I don't remember. Oh wait, no, that was the right one. All right, so we go on here. So I'm going to add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. Wait a minute. Why is it not? Okay, 8.5 by 11. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Is my birthday? Oh, I don't think it's set to combine. Hold on. I don't think I set my birthday one to combine. And that means you would have to do 2 different orders. Ooh, wait a minute. No, it is. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't know why that one's not coming up. Hold on. Let's see. Why is this not coming up as on sale? That's kind of weird. Add to cart. Okay, there it is. Professor's B-Day. Whoa, that's so not right. 30. Okay, some ain't right here because that's only $20 to begin with. Huh? Oh, wait, I had 2. Okay, never mind. Haha, I'm at 3. I was like, wait a minute. Let's go back down to 1. Why is this not? Oh. Okay, so let's go 13 by 19, add to cart. There we go. There's the birthday one. And then 8.5 by 14. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. 11 by 17. I have to change the minimum requirement on here to 20. That's what was going on with that one. Okay. So yeah, birthday, NBA finals, and then you also have the classes that are on sale. They are what? I think like 50 or 60% off. And let's see. Let's go down here to Essential Select Studio, add to cart. Yeah, see. That is now. Oh, wow, that's a great price. That's $37 for Essential Select Studio. I didn't realize it was that great of a price. So you have that one. If we go to classes and playbacks, foundations of designing, you can enroll in that one for $112. 9 sessions, 8 sessions, something like that. So everything is still on sale until 11:59 p.m. tonight over on the site. Okay. No other questions. All right. So hopefully the questions that were asked about print settings, cropping to circles, setting up your DCF prints, you guys found that helpful, and valuable to you. Make sure that you guys write these things down as notes or just, write down what video you need to come back to for that information. All right, y'all. Thank you so much, Cora. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace. I'll be back though, because I'm about to do a demo of me putting together these cake toppers and whatnot. All right, y'all. Peace.